What it do? What it do? It's your boy BH730 live streaming Madden NFL 19 NEFL custom franchise mode. This is week 17. Got my Seattle Seahawks going up against the San Francisco 49ers. I definitely took a loss in a sim last week, I believe. Because my record is now 8-7. This is for the division. I'm gonna try my hardest to get this win. Why is it not showing my what you call it?
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Bring on the pain. Oh God.
Now the Georgia Southern
Oh
man.
my
This is
God.
McKinnon. He finds an opening past the 40, and he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the backside? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn
Folded
chair.
like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo.
Give me that. Let's go.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Body Calhoun. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Good.
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw here. Looking deep for Ebron. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
120. 180.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
I got you. Here we go. 180.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd.
Oh my God, that's another pick. Come on.
Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Jesus.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Black 80. 180.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
180.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football.
That was hold the block, man. Like, come on,
the
dog.
defense has the advantage.
Not that hard, yo.
Loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Over.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cole. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. From their own 40 to the other 40, the gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll set up to throw.
Nice bait.
It's intercepted.
Nice bait.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. Dances by him. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, 4 down. Like 20! Like 80!
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
21. Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Finding room to the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. '49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. As his guys are in for 6. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This complete to Lockett. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. He'll drop to throw. And a loose football. And this is going to be 49er football. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Like 80! Like 80! Hey, gun.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Body Calhoun. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And they'll go on the ground. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Leopard!
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Detroit!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put him in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, These pants make me look fat, and we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. 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 Detroit.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. He's got Lockett. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set. 319. 319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Pass.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
I got you. Wait, 20.
Garoppolo to try again on second down.
Oh, you gotta be there, man. Come on, y'all.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Throwing on first is Garoppolo.
Oh my God, where is he going?
That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's because...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The intended target, Doug Baldwin, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Seahawks on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever.
Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
All right, here we go. Green.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. First down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Over. Leopard. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He hits Baldwin right side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark
He's
with a punt return.
He's gonna kill me.
Unfortunately, that spark got down.
Cause he definitely said hopefully Madden doesn't do no bullshit this game. It didn't waste no time.
So true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll drop to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. In for the score. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
How did I get beat?
Big play there for the
Who's the play there?
49ers,
Oh, everybody like that slot out
Even after
play.
all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. This will be caught inside the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Garoppolo. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
One, Omaha. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete right around the 8. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Randall Cobb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll. Get back to the 16-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Green, 39.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Now let's go.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Set. 3-19. Detroit. Hot.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. On first down, Garoppolo. And that's incomplete. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here we go.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage. And
using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Garoppolo, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Ingram. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And they'll go on the ground. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. They'll try and run with Ingram. Able to slither by. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go. And the try for 2 is denied. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
Back to throw here. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over, 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 over. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Motion, motion.
They're going to look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for a score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Hauschka adds the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
4 down, check, 4 down. Like 80.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
4 down, let's go.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. He's got his man on the crossing route. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
It's Mark Ingram. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, they'll run with Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mark Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.